Hey everybody, it is still August 14th, but I got another article that I had to get out today. I was about to be done and start doing some editing on my other videos, and then I came across this article here. This says, Live Updates, U.S. Government Engineering a New CV Strain for Plan D Vax Experiment. Yeah, you heard that right. Yeah, engineering a new CV strain, right? So what have we been saying since day one? This is just a common cold, right? Yep, this is just something that's not, nothing we need to worry about the way they're telling us. But I've continued to say, I have a feeling that they could eventually flip this on us, right? While we continue to say that this is not that deadly, what if they do come out with some brand new, something that's going to hurt us all, okay? It doesn't have to be a virus. It doesn't have to be something that spreads like that. But if they get it in these vaxes, then people truly would be getting sick and dying at a rate that they've been trying to lie and say that it was happening before. I don't know. I'm just talking out loud. Leave your comments below, please. I've had a lot of stuff talking back and forth today with the wildfires and the schools and all the quarantines of the kids and, a few other things. So just please talk back to me. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if there's other things you want me covering, and just interact with me. But let's read this article right here. It says, the government scientists are engineering a new strain of the novel CV that could be injected into human volunteers to test vaccines. Although health officials doubt they will need to resort to using these human challenge experiments, National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases Director, the one and only Anthony Fauci, called the program a Plan C or Plan D, which will hopefully prove unnecessary if conventional vaccines tests already underway succeed. So something's going on here. That is something that I've never heard, okay? This is a new thing that they're going to do. Human challenge experiments. I'm going to tell you right now, that's terrifying. If that don't scare you hearing what they're talking about doing, man, what are they going to do, okay? Trump announces deal for distribution of vax once it's ready. President Trump on Friday announced the federal government will partner with medical supplier McKesson to rapidly distribute a CV-19 vax once viable candidate emerges. During a White House news conference, Trump said the U.S. had 3 experimental vaccines in later stage trials, with drug makers slated to produce more than 100 million doses by the end of the year. Do you still think this isn't about vaccinating everybody? Is it not extremely obvious that the only goal from start to finish with this was to get these vaccines and get them put in every single person? They have said that repeatedly. The world will not go back to normal until every person in this world is vaxxed. Yeah. Well, we know that the government is going to be the ones that are going to be out and distributing these vaccines, which will obviously start off as, voluntary, and then will obviously go just like the mask is going to mandatory. So you need to prepare now, because not only are they doing these type of things, getting the one vaccines that they're already testing on thousands of people ready, they also are creating their own strain of the CV that could be injected into human volunteers to test vaxes. How many more human volunteers are going to allow themselves to have a needle shoved in them with God knows what inside of them? I mean, people really, I'm sorry, but if anybody that knows anything about this, that has looked into anything, and they still allow these needles to get put into them or their child, then they have nothing, they can't complain about anything with what happens afterwards. Because the information is out there. If you do not take the time to go and find out what's truly out there and what's really the truth about these vaxes, then you're at fault. When they're calling these human challenge experiments, man, this Fauci guy seems like he is just in love with hurting people. He's been around for 50 years through all the HIV, all this. He's always been around, and yet they're loving this guy. Well, we know that millions and millions and millions can't stand him. So, and I think you know what side I'm on. But we'll leave it there. I got to get to editing. I have a bunch of editing to get all these videos out for you today. I hope you all do really good. Continue to pray against all this that's going on. Prayer is more powerful than you'll truly ever know. And just take a minute, take a step back, maybe take an hour, take a day. Tell your family you love them. Tell your kids you love them, because I covered the story of that little boy getting shot, 5 years old, riding his bike by his neighbor. That his neighbor had never had any issues with him before. Actually, had a beer the night before with his father, and shot the little boy in the head and killed him. So you just never know, right? You don't know when it is going to be the last time that you tell your son or your daughter or your granddaughter or your grandson that you love them. Okay? So please take the time and do it, because we don't want to be the one that it's too late and we can't tell them. So I love you all. We'll talk to you all real soon. God bless.